go. Final fight of the amateur card. Rodriguez in the long olive green trunks. Castro in the black and green as the two circle each other.
Rodriguez throwing a little bit more kicks, trying to keep that distance. Castro being patient, threw a kick of his own, followed with the 1-2 over the top.
Some good combos there to start. Castro does have the reach advantage, 72 inches compared to 64 of Rodriguez, and that right did catch a little tag there. He's trying to slip some jabs through. And you can see Castro doing a good job keeping the distance by using the jab. His leg kicks are snapping off, though.
Right.
Big right, not connected.
Big right hand over the top. Castro staying composed, picking his shots. And Rodriguez doing a good job of just circling, not staying in front.
Oh, catches the kick. And now you get a takedown for Castro. He's scoring points.
Right, Castro's in a mount position. Rodriguez is doing a good, you want to stay on your side. If you get on your back, it's a little bit harder to get out of that position. So you definitely want to be on your side.
Yeah, and Castro being told to watch punches to the back of the head. He's going to go to the sides. Well, those are going to the sides.
You can definitely hear those punches. Now Castro looking to go in a higher mount position, being patient on top. There's still a minute 17 left in the round. Rodriguez trying to defend, keep his elbows in. You definitely want to get your elbows in and start bucking your hips and get to your side if you're on bottom position. They're right here in front of us on the cage. Rodriguez trying to power through, giving up his back.
That's to the side of the head again. Oh,
Ooh, throwing uppercuts in there, doing some damage, making it be a fight in every position. See some blood coming out.
And Rodriguez is 4 pounds heavier than Castro, and he lifted him up like a wreck.
So,
come on, Tom, control, turn in. Stand straight
Anthony has his back looking to get in a better position. Rodriguez trying to work his way up. If he can get to that cage and use that cage in your advantage, you definitely want to do that.
And Rodriguez has done a good job. He's kept himself out of the most dangerous positions.
Right.
10 seconds to go in round number 1. Castro just trying to do what he can. Rodriguez.
All right.
So we're ready to go for round number 2. Castro versus Rodriguez, finishing off the amateur portion of the card. Front Street Fights 24. Here on Flow
Rodriguez
Combat.
throwing a combination of his own. Throwing that front lead tip by Rodriguez. Castro throwing that jab, looking for another takedown.
Nice response. Great sprawl right there.
That was a good sprawl by Rodriguez. Castro still committed to that takedown and was able to run the single leg.
And now it's a battle for position on the ground. Castro has definitely got the advantage, you would say, at the moment.
Throw into the body.
You can see Castro, he wants to move. He's just trying to loosen up Rodriguez so he can get some sort of better position rather than this half mount that he has.
Right, and there's never any rush to advance the position, right? It's like control the position. Position before submission, always. Control the position, then advance. Rodriguez, if he could get his elbows into his body and start moving his hips and moving his legs, even if they're very minor, to at least regard, you're in a better position compared to being in a half guard.
And you're seeing how much energy Rodriguez is having to expend. We've got a minute 35 to go in round number 2.
Halfway. He's climbing, Tom, sweet.
Castro throwing body shots, also followed with some head shots. You know, those body shots, especially on the ground, can do some damage.
And look at this patience that Castro has shown as he's got himself back into full guard, and he's got the opportunity, if he can get a little bit of freedom, to possibly mount up and begin to throw.
Right. But I definitely, I agree with you on the patience. He's staying calm, being patient, not rushing anything. giving up his back. Castro has his hooks in. If he can flatten him out and keep his belly down like that, that's so hard to get out.
There's the flattening out, and he's going for a submission.
Back to your back.
Castro had to drop it. He's got the hooks. He's got the hands underneath.
Stand up.
Castro's just staying calm, patient, composed. He's also in his corner.
30 seconds left in
30
round number
seconds,
2.
30 seconds.
Rodriguez, like I said earlier, if he can get to the cage and use that cage in his advantage, I would definitely recommend that.
You see, like you talked about a couple times, Vita, those hands firmly clasped together around Rodriguez's midsection.
Stand up.
Right. You get your back taken, you don't want them to even secure those hands together. You want to fight the hands as quickly as possible. It's always easier said than done, though.
Less than 5 seconds to go now as Rodriguez has got himself to a seated position, and that'll do it for round number 2. Not as much action as round number 1, but a lot of chess being played down on the mat.
Yes, I agree with you.
And it was Rodriguez who was working a lot of the bottom position, as we saw a little bit of stand-up, some good exchanges from Rodriguez before the sprawl, and then everything went to the mat. And as Rodriguez was trying to work his way out, you saw him, flipping, twisting, turning, and he looked like he was expending a lot more energy. But Castro up top there, even though he had the dominant position, he's got to work a lot of energy too, just try to hold down.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, wrestling takes a lot of energy. So even Rodriguez sprawling, he had to dig deep, and try to get that single leg. It takes a lot of energy.
Dominant positions and rain down strikes on his 3 former opponents, including Rodriguez, as this is their rematch.
Rodriguez, what he needs is either like a knockout or a sub. I have Castro ahead on the scorecards.
It's round number 3, last 3 minutes in the amateur card.
Nice jab by Castro.
There's a leg kick to answer. There's a leg kick that gets partially caught. Leads to a right straight.
Nice. Both fighters can, mix it up. There's some feints in there, level changes, try to be unpredictable.
Again, Rodriguez in the olive trunks. Black and green for Castro as he closes in. Rodriguez is doing a much better job this round of keeping Castro at bay.
Right.
Oh, that left hand connected loud.
Yes. And that's from a southpaw position. Castro switched his stance and threw that.
Rodriguez just ate 2 of those.
Rodriguez is tough. Those you could hear those.
Oh, kick connects. Rodriguez has dropped his hands a lot. He's keeping those hands down.
Yes.
He is not protecting his head.
1:40 until the round is over. Nice jab by Castro. Rodriguez trying to circle, trying to move his head.
You're fine. Go. Hands up. Don't reach.
Castro calm, collected. That's caught. Rodriguez had to let it go, though, lest he catch another hand straight to the face.
Castro looking for another takedown.
Wow, that was a nice single leg.
Not a bad idea.
You got to sweep. You got to sweep.
After a lot of stand-up back on the ground. 1:05 to go. Final round. There's just a right hand straight to the face.
Rodriguez trying to look. He has one butterfly hook. If he can get that other butterfly hook and then grab an arm and look for a sweep, or even put feet on the hips and try to push off. But Castro is doing a really good job of putting hips forward, putting pressure, being heavy.
Yeah, Castro's just laying all his weight on top of Rodriguez right now. 32 seconds.
30 seconds, Tone. You're at 30 seconds.
All right.
Credit to both men so far, and
come on.
They're going to stand him up.
Stand him up to finish the round. That's a good call by the ref. It's 17 seconds. Here we go.
Rodriguez going forward. 15 seconds. Castro going forward.
Castro's also going for it.
Yeah,
big right. Oh, uppercut.
Right hand.
Nice uppercut.
Oh, jump kick. Rodriguez catches that.
Castro circling. Oh, big overhand right.
And
good
that will do it.
Beautiful fight.
Wow.
Both fighters.